Hello, it's Sunny. So before we start this video, I just want to give a shout out to Merch Campus. This is a YouTube channel that I follow. I have no affiliation with it. I have never even contacted the channel owners. It's just a great resource that I like, and I enjoy watching their videos. And I just wanted to give back to the community by helping spread the word about some of these other Merch by Amazon or passive income YouTube channels. So the channel is Merch Campus. Go ahead and check them out. Hit the subscribe button for them. Get the bell notification to get updates when they put new content out. And I hope you enjoy their videos. All right, so on this video, I'm actually going to talk about something that is not pod related, nothing that's print on demand. It's actually investment. Okay, so I want to make this channel not just about print on demand, but also about just making passive income. And a great way of making passive income is through investment in the stock market. Before I start this video, I do want to preface that I am not a stock advisor. I'm not a financial advisor. I'm not an advisor of any kind, professional or otherwise. Any information that you learn from this video is for educational purposes only. If you choose to use any information you learned here in your investments to further your investments, just keep note that investing is a higher risk form of way of making income, especially passive income. And I just wanted to make sure that you had a clear understanding that this is not advice. This is just for educational purposes only. Okay. So the way that I like to interact with the stock market on a very low key way, since I am not really a stock person, what I do is I use an application called M1 Finance. They have a website and they also have a mobile app for both Android and for iPhone. And what it allows you to do is it allows you to do fractional shares. Okay, so what it allows you to do is it allows you to buy fractional shares, which means that instead of having to, let's say, buy a whole stock, let's just say of Amazon, which costs $200 or so, you can buy a fraction of that stock and still get the rewards for having that stock. So with the stock if you buy $5 of Amazon and the stock goes up 2%, you'll go up 2% of the $5 that you invested. So it allows you to move with the market without having to put a huge amount of money into the actual market to get off the ground. So that's what fractional shares is good for. And it works the same way with when you're talking about dividends. If you buy into a company at a fraction, you still get paid the dividends for the fraction that you do own. Same thing with anything that happens to do with voting or anything like that. That comes any of the perks that come with owning a particular share. You get for the most part the perks that come with that, even though you're just buying a fraction of a share. And it allows you to build your portfolio up. Instead of building your portfolio stock by stock, you build your portfolio up dollar by dollar. And the great thing about M1 Finance, and I'm actually going to come over to my account here. So this is my M1 Finance account here, is that the system that they have in play here is that you're not doing day trades. Okay. That the way it works is you'll place money into your account, and once a day, about 10 to 11:30, they'll buy and sell all the stocks that are going to be sold or bought that day. Okay, so if you wanted to buy into like Amazon, Apple, or whatever, you set your buy bid or your sell bid if you're selling. And on that time frame, that 10 to 11:30 time frame, they're going to place all their trades, and then you're done for the day. If the stock moves up, it moves up. If it moves down, it moves down. So this platform is not for people who want to do day trading on the platform. This is for people who just want an additional way of getting a return from money that's just sitting around, essentially. So what the way you can set it up is you can also use. They have multiple different types of accounts, so you can do an individual account, which is what I do, a joint account, which is like, let's say you're married or something of that nature. They do retirement accounts, so traditional Roth and SEP, and everything that goes, all the restrictions and rules that go with opening them accounts will apply for this account also. So there are limitations to how much you can initially invest throughout the course of a year when we're talking about retirement accounts. So you have to keep that in mind if you do choose their retirement account, and then trust accounts also. So the way it works with M1 Finance is you'll create these pies, which this is a pie here. You'll place the stocks, bonds, or ETFs, or whatever type of funds that you have into the pie, right? And then whenever you add money into your account, it will automatically try to buy it will automatically try to evenly buy across all your different pies until you get to the 100% mark. So let's just say hypothetically, I had these 4 pies here, which I do have. And let's just say I had it at 50%, 20%, 15, 15. But this pie here, instead of being at the 49.7, let's just say it was at like 40%. What it would do is the next time I invested money, it would spend that money and put in and invest into that 40% pie to make it to so that it can actually reach its target amount. And so what this allows you to do is essentially keep that balance across all your different types of portfolios, and keep them even, so that you're not having to constantly worry about something being over invested into one area, or under invested in the other. It kind of keeps you round. So I've been using this for about since November, I believe. And this is my return so far in January. You can see that I had actually, this is from January 6th up until now. So actually at the end of January, I was actually at 6%. So there was a slowdown coming into February, which would drop my return rate down a little bit. But at the current moment, I have 4%, 4.24% return. And again, we're talking about stocks and funds here. So nothing is guaranteed. The way that I build my portfolio here is I have 50% of my portfolio into dividends. So these are trusted dividend stocks that have been known to pay out dividends year over year, and not only just pay out dividends year over year, but increase the dividend payouts every single year. Then I have what we call a safe harbor pie here, and this is essentially, if we go into here, if these are essentially bonds, and the purpose of this here is that the bond market doesn't shift very often or very fast. So I have 20% of my portfolio in something that is going to be slowly growing, because bonds tend to get to grow over time, and isn't going to be so volatile that one day I'll lose 20% of the pie just from having a bad day. It's going to be steady. So that keeps my overall portfolio at a less risky aspect. This introduces less risk to this portfolio. Then I have an oil, where I have essentially the big oil companies here, where, because I just feel that right now oil is super cheap, and I feel that it's actually going to end up going up later in the year, and so I'm kind of sitting at 15% of my portfolio at oil, and then gold and silver stocks, which is these stocks here try to perform at the level that gold is trading at. So always good to diversify your portfolio from stocks, bonds, and um, other stuff like minerals like gold and oil and stuff like that. So um, again, not a stock market professional. I'm just wanting to make sure that people knew like other ways that I'm diversifying my passive income portfolio here, and just another way you can do it is through stocks, bonds, and ETFs, and this is what I'm doing. If you want to use M1 Finance, you want to try it out, you do need to make an initial deposit of $100 to try it out. And if you want to use if you want to get a look at what I'm actually using here and maybe set up your account the way that I got my account set up, I'll post a link in the description. It'll be this link here, and you'll be able to actually, when you initiate your $100 deposit, you can make the exact copy of my portfolio here, except for whatever amount that you invested in there. And for a limited time, if you do happen to use any of my referral codes here, and you make your initial $100 deposit, I'll get $10, you'll get $10 into your account. We both get a little slice just for you using my referral code. That's just a nice little thank you, for watching my video here. But what I'm gonna do is every month when I do my my revenues, my royalties and stuff like that, I'm gonna just do a couple minutes of what is happening with my portfolio. Also, it's not going to be nearly as long as this video here, just a couple minutes, giving you an idea where I sit. Because I really do want to, every time I do these passive income type situations, I want to let you guys know what I'm actually doing out there. So if I go and I start using another site, I'm going to let you guys know about the site, what's performing on, how I'm performing on it. If I use another system, if I start doing some kind of affiliate marketing somewhere, then I'm gonna let you guys know where I'm getting this extra money from. So, because if I can do it, I know you guys can do it, and if I can be successful, I know you guys can be successful. So, if you guys got this far, I appreciate you guys watching my video here. I know this is outside the normal scope of the channel, but it is something that I've been working on for a few months, and I think that it's an interesting way for you to have a little extra passive income on the side. Not guaranteed passive income, because the stock market could go down and you could end up losing money, but it's something that I think in the long run is going to be beneficial for, I think, anybody. I think in the long run, the stock market tends to trend upwards, and not being in a financial sector just because you have a little additional risk is not a good excuse for me personally. So I figured this would be the year that I really hop into stocks and stuff like that, making sure that I have a set retirement fund, and that I'm really like setting myself up for the future. So thank you for watching this video. If you enjoyed this video, and you think that you found value in this video here, please do hop over to our Inside Merch Community support page here. I use a value for value system. If you found value in this video, then you can give me value in the terms of monetary compensation, and everything helps and goes towards growing this channel. Again, if you are not subscribed to Merch Campus, go ahead and check them out. They also have some great videos. They will help you grow your Merch by Amazon business. And I will see you guys on the other side.